everyone, this is Molly Butters from the Office of Career Services, and today I'm going to cover the topic of internships, including internship credits and internship search. So let's go ahead and get started. So the agenda for today is going to be going over an internship overview, a brief description about what internships are, how you can earn academic credit for internships at the University of Tampa, and a little bit about the internship search process. So we'll start out with describing what is an internship. Internships are typically one-time work or service experiences related to the student's majors or career goal. The internship plan generally involves students working in a professional setting under the supervision and monitoring of practicing professionals. Internships can be paid or unpaid, and the student may or may not receive academic credit for performing the internship. So really here, the focus on an internship is learning. This is an experiential learning opportunity where you are in a work-based setting in the real world and you are applying your experiences and skills and tools that you've learned in the classroom into the workplace. So this is really hands-on experience in a professional setting. And oftentimes, we get the question, what is the difference between an internship and a part-time job? So an internship, like I said in the previous slide, is really that learning experience where you are working under someone who has experience in the field or industry that you're interested in, and they are managing your projects and helping you learn and get to know the industry. A part-time job is going to be a position where there's work that you don't need to specifically learn how to do from an expert, and you wouldn't have learning goals or outcomes with a part-time job. With an internship, you're going to meet with your supervisor, create learning goals, learning objectives for the time that you're there, and then do an evaluation at the end looking at what you learned from that experience. Where at a part-time job, you may or may not have a supervisor helping you create learning goals. So a little bit more about internships. Internships should be diverse experiential learning opportunities, and they should also give you an opportunity to take what you learned in the classroom and apply it to the workplace. Like I said before, it is work-based learning, so you are getting that real-world work experience. And the great thing about internships is it's getting you exposed to the industry that you're interested in. So an internship can help you decide if this is something that you want to do, or if you want to change your career path and go in a different direction. Many of the employers that we work with in our office expect students to have some type of work experience before you are applying for a full-time job. And an internship is a great way to get some experience before you apply for full-time jobs while you're in school. So a lot of times we get this question, do I have to have experience before I get experience? And you do not have to have experience before you get an internship. Employers know that internships may be your first time in the field. So getting an internship can help you get your foot in the door with a full-time job opportunity in the future. So you want to gain that experience in an internship before you apply for full-time jobs. Another benefit of an internships is that a lot of companies hire from students that were their interns, and then they hire them into full-time roles. So you can see the third line down on this graph. Intern hires are 55% of where recruiters find candidates from. So many, many, many companies will hire their interns on as full-time positions after they finish their internship. So it is a great way to get started at a company. If there's a company you're really interested in working for after graduation, you will have a better chance at getting a full-time role at that company if you start in an internship position. All right, moving on to academic credit. So this is an area that we get a lot of questions about in our office, and I just wanted to address some specifics about earning academic credit for your internship at the University of Tampa. So at the University of Tampa, your internships must be approved by your department, and you must meet all the prerequisite and requirements for your department. And I'll show you in just a second on where you can find that information. Also, the approval process can take up to 2 weeks. So you want to plan ahead to make sure you have all the requirements and the paperwork completed before earning credit for your internship. Also, we do not allow retroactive credit for internships. So you cannot get credit for an internship you have done in the past. And that is because when you are earning academic credit for your internship, you are taking a course alongside your internship. So that means you are enrolled in a course with a faculty member who is running the course. Most of our courses are virtual for internships, so you are completing weekly journal entries and doing an end of semester evaluation. You're setting goals for yourself like we talked about before. So this is a class that you're taking alongside your internship. That's how you're earning academic credit for it. And if you go to our internship page, so ut.edu/internships, and you can see here at ut.edu/internships, this is our internship page. And you can scroll down and click on this academic credit for internships link. It gives you the department contact. So it gives you everything you need to know about academic credit at UT, and then it lists information for your major. So we have all majors listed here. So for example, if you are a communication, advertising, PR, or journalism major, you can click on the major, you can see the class, you can see the GPA that is required, so the prerequisites. You can see that it's a graded course. You can see how many credit hours you can earn for your internship, and you can see who the faculty internship coordinator will be. So this website is a great resource for finding out more information about your specific major, what prerequisites you need, and how you can earn credit. So going back to the presentation, just a little bit more information about academic credit. Typically, academic credit is 56 hours over the course of the semester equals about 1 credit. Some majors, it's a little bit lower, about 40. So between 40 and 56 hours over the course of the semester is 1 credit. Typically, that boils down to about 5 hours of work per week equals 1 credit. 10 hours of work per week equals 2 credits, 15 hours of work per week equals 3 credits, and 20 hours of work per week equals 4 credits. And the typical length of an internship during each semester is from 12 to 14 weeks, just depending on when you start your internship, when you end your internship, and the length of the semester. But you typically want to be doing your internship from between 12 to 14 weeks. Okay. Just a little bit more about internships. So moving on from the academic credit and kind of more into how are you going to find an internship. Internships are posted in tons of different places. So they can be posted in the open job market, and the open job market is where positions are published publicly. So that is on pages like Indeed, Handshake, LinkedIn, and 20 to 30% of all jobs and internships are posted on the open job market. There is also the hidden job market where positions are not publicized and they may be open based on impending vacancies, new positions that are coming open, positions that are being added, or a position that's created for someone based on an informational interview. And 70 to 80% of jobs are in the hidden job market. So you really want to focus on networking, doing those informational interviews, using your connections to try to find internships, since so many internships can be found in the hidden job market. When you're preparing to find an internship, you want to make sure you have all of your documents ready to go. So just a reminder that to have a resume, a cover letter, references, a LinkedIn profile, and a Handshake profile completely ready to go, so that when you're ready to start filling out applications or you start doing informational interviews, you have all of these things prepared so you don't have to go back and change them. And then getting started on finding an internship. So Once you have all of your documents and profiles created and ready to go, you want to start brainstorming and thinking about companies that you're interested in, occupations that you're interested in, job functions that you enjoy doing, and what your career goals are. So you want to kind of make a mind map of where are you looking to go and what are you looking to get out of an internship, so that you can start looking for those specific companies or those specific roles that may be posted. You may also be interested in doing online, remote, or virtual internships. Virtual internships are internships that can be done online or remotely any time of the year. This allows you to work on a global scale, but stay local to where you are. And you may be placed with a company and report to a supervisor, and you'll have regular contact like you would in an office setting, where you do Zoom calls or Skype calls with your supervisor and team. You may also have opportunities to do micro internships. And micro internships are short-term paid professional assignments that are similar to those given to new hires or to interns. So they would be smaller projects where you could work from 1 to 6 weeks on a project from start to end, where you would be building skills, exploring career paths, and growing your network. So micro internships are a great way to do kind of that project-based learning while you're looking for what type of experience you want to get after you graduate and you move into a full-time position. Another thing about online internships is they are safe, work-based learning experiences that can be grounded in an authentic task or project. You can develop skills successfully by completing professional projects, and you get experience engaging in online project management and communication. So in-person internships and online internships are great learning opportunities for work-based learning and experiential learning, so that you can decide, is this experience, did I like it, and do I want to continue in this industry? By doing informational interviews, you can also find those internships in the hidden job market and find out what you're interested in. So I would definitely recommend doing informational interviews during your internship search process as well. You want to explore your field of interest through structured conversation during informational interviews. During informational interviews, you can also brainstorm with professionals about your career plans and interests. You can set them up through email or LinkedIn. And you can come in with questions that you have about your career path. Some sample questions are, why and how did you join this organization? Or what advice do you have for someone new in the field? Some possible networking connections, going back to that hidden job market, those informational interviews, are people that you may be connected with in all different ways. Supervisors, mentors, leaders in your field, faculty, colleagues, classmates, alumni, friends and family, new contacts that you find at conferences, or anybody really could be a potential connection for an informational interview and for an internship. So just think about the people you're connected with and ask them what advice they have for you on finding internships. So also some other things you can be doing is researching companies. And you can research companies through our job search toolbox, ut.edu/career. You can also look on company websites, business journals, industry trade publications. Definitely check out the company's profile on LinkedIn, and you can use your professional network as well. Two sources we highly recommend are Handshake and LinkedIn. There are hundreds of positions posted on Handshake and LinkedIn, especially internships, and you can search by location. So if you wanted to stay in Tampa and do an internship, you can search by location on Handshake and LinkedIn. Or if you wanted to go somewhere else or go back home and do an internship, you can find internships on both of these websites as well. Another note for international students, just a reminder that if you're an international student doing an internship for credit, you're eligible for CPT if you meet the following criteria. And CPT is curricular practical training. So this is a work visa that you will be getting in order to do an internship off campus or on campus for work-based learning. And you can earn CPT if you meet the departmental academic internship criteria that we looked at on the website, if you have a legal student status for at least 1 academic year, and you have to have an internship that is related to your major. And a couple other things, while school is in session, you can work for 20 hours a week. And during the summer, you can work for 40+ hours a week, just depending on how many hours the company allows you. Just a couple of notes on internship success. So once you do secure that internship, just make sure that you plan to be proactive and that you'll get out what you put in. So make sure that you are taking this opportunity in your internship to make connections, to learn about your industry, and to complete projects that you can talk about and gain skills for the future. Another note, Handshake has currently 1,748 internships posted, and 265 of those are in Tampa. So there are opportunities for internships on Handshake. So please check out Handshake if you're looking for internships. And just a friendly reminder to let you know that we are here for you to support you with your internship search as well. So if you need some help polishing up your resume or cover letter, we have the whole toolbox. If you go to ut.edu/career and look under resumes and more, there's a ton of resources for your written documents there. You can also schedule virtual appointments to discuss your internship search strategies and attend a virtual networking event. So here is our information. If you have any questions, hopefully that covered your questions about academic credit for internships and the internship search process. Thank you for joining us today, and we are happy to help you in any way that we can. Thank you so much.